How's it going, party people? It's Caravan Dan here, and we're doing a new type of before you buy. I don't have the game myself to show you, but I did play this game. It is new, and I would like to talk about it. So let's go into it. This is Bloomchasers. Keep in mind, our Kickstarter is happening right now. Stockpile. If you like light games, if you like Libertalia, if you like simultaneous action games, check it out on Kickstarter. We only have like 4 physical copies left. It's a print and play game as well. So go ahead and back it while you can. It ends on June 15th, and I'm super excited to get to our stretch goals. We're only a few $100s away from locking all the stretch goals. We're over halfway to all of them, which is fantastic. If you don't know Bloomchasers, it's a new game that just fulfilled. It was a Kickstarter game. It comes with a nice big box, and you can see a lot of stuff right here of the game where all this stuff is pre-assembled basically of the base and the tree. All the green stuff is added through the gameplay. It comes like this. It's a more thick box than you think. It's a light game. I don't really know how much it costs, but it's called Bloomchasers. It's a fun game, and let's go into it right now. I do have some videos of us playing it from whenever we talked about it. Now, right, I don't know where it went. Right here. So to get into it, Bloomchasers is an area control. I'm gonna mute that. Bloomchasers.
No, go.
Where what you're going to do on your turn is you're going to place a bud somewhere on this tree. You're going to grab a green, I think they're called leaves. We're going to grab a green item to put somewhere on the tree. You have to use it. You have to put it somewhere. Oh, my nose is itchy. You have to put it somewhere where no one's color is on yet, or in your own color. And the reason for that is basically it's an area control game, and you can't hurt people too much in this game unless you have the Birds and Bees expansion, and then it's even a little, not really too much hurting. It's an area control game because your buds are going to allow you to place certain flowers on the game. Let me go ahead and show you what that looks like through the pictures here. It's a 4-player game max, I believe. Everyone grabs one of these colors from the beginning. It's going to be either pink, purple, blue, or white. And you're going to grab all the flowers according to your color as well. The flowers are all 3 flowers long, and you can either get sets of 3 like this, 1, 2, 3, or maybe 3 long, or maybe 1, 2, 3, like you can stack on top of each other. The important part of this game to know is the fact that it's area control in the sense of if you have majority of a location, you're able to put your flower on someone else's bloom. What you're going to do on your turn is going to place a green I don't want to call it like a green branch somewhere to help the tree grow, and then you're going to draft a card. The cards look like this right here, and they're going to tell you how to put your buds. The buds are the little circles, which is how you grow your flowers. It could say something like this. If you look right here, it could say something like, where is it? Place a bud on the branch you place this turn. So let's say I placed this branch right here. If I placed that and I drafted that card, I would have to place one of my buds on this branch. The branches are different colors or different shapes entirely. And if I drafted something like this card, place a bud touching one of your pre-existing buds, that means no matter where I put my branch, I'm going to have to place one of my buds next to my own colors. If I'm blue, I have to place it somewhere touching a blue color. And adjacency is also on top of, so if you have a branch and you have your bud down here, you could put one on the branch above it because that counts as adjacency. It's a pretty cool game, I'll say that much. Very simple, very light, and every now and then you'll have a bloom card, which is the core crux of the game. Bloom cards in the deck happen like this, and whenever a bloom card reveals itself, all players, starting with the current player, will go ahead and try to see if they can put any of their flower tokens to bloom their buds. And this is where the area control part comes in handy. So for instance, if I'm purple player, and look right here, there's a nice little sect right here, and the bloom card gets revealed. Even though I don't have all 3 in my bud color, if you have the majority, you're able to put your flower on there. So I have these 2 of these 3 colors. I'm able to drop in my flower to cover up that guy. So that's where it's a little bit like, aha, I took over one of your buds. It sucks for the other player, but not too much because that's going back and forth the entire game. If one person gets like completely bombarded, that honestly could be on them just because like they need to stick in the same zone as their own color and maybe stay away from some other players' colors. But also it's not really a feel bad game. I got attacked the entire game in the one game I played. From the first 2 actions they were attacking me, and I still got second place, which is pretty cool. And that's how the blooming works. And if you can't bloom, you're going to bud, which means you can take one of your buds and put it somewhere on the tree in any location, which is I think is pretty cool. It's a dexterity game a little bit because you have to be able to put your stuff in the right location. It can knock over, which does happen apparently. Do not be that person. The game ends when the deck you go through the deck 3 times or something like that. I don't really remember exactly how the game ended, and it scores based on what's not in the deck. The cool thing is, based on the flowers you have on the board, you're able to do extra abilities. So, for instance, if you have these are the flowers in a straight line. If I use this card as my action right here, and I have, let's say, 2 of these on the board, I would be able to do the top ability, and then the bottom says repeat for each rain flower you've grown. So each one of these flowers I have on the board, I would be able to repeat this action, which means I'd be able to place 3 buds on the board, which means like it's kind of an engine building a little bit, but it hurts your score because the more of that symbol that is on the board or in the deck, the less the points are for that type of flower. We didn't really have that happen too much because in our game there were exactly 3 cards left out of every single type of flower, so all our flowers were worth 3, no matter what shape it was. But you do want to pay attention to that. So you want to pay attention to the deck. What is more prominent? What's not? What's least prominent? Which ones should I possibly build for more value and stuff like that? It is a slight memorization game, but it has a lot of cool mechanics to it, a lot of cool components to it. The building and the height really do add to the value of this game. I don't really know the price overall. I'm gonna go just look at the price of this game. It's like, oof, $75. Then again, I don't really know if how accurate this might be, but it says like $60 or so. Which sounds about right for the record. And there is a Birds and the Bees expansion. The birds, what you do is you'll draft it, and you're able to put the bird on top of someone else's bud, which means they just can't put a flower in there, so it kind of hurts them. However, at the end of the game, it's worth 2 points. So even though you've been hurting them throughout the game, if it lands on them at the end of the game and it still is on them, that means it's going to be worth 2 points for them, which could be a pretty good thing. Considering that this isn't a very high scoring game. In our game, the winner got 16 points, I believe, and I got like 15 points, or the winner got 17 points, I got 16 points. Either way, it was a very low scoring game, so 2 points is a pretty substantial amount. So you want to make sure you hurt them more than you help them in that regard. And then the bees, what they do is they double the value of whatever flowers on top of them. That's what this yellow stuff right here is. So if you're building a flower on there and it's worth 3 points, if it's built on or touching like on top of a beehive, it's now worth 6 points, which is important to know. I would say play this game if you appreciate a non-aggressive area control game. This is so I'll do the buy, try, deny right now. Let's say buy this game if you like light area control games that are very aesthetic. This fills in all those categories immediately. I don't think you'll regret this purchase whatsoever. It is a little bit on the pricier end, I'll say that much, but if it really is $60 max, I would say that's worth the value in my opinion. Try this game if you like how it looks. If you like how this looks, it's worth the try, it's worth the play. If you don't mind a little bit of randomness, if you don't mind a little bit of luck on top of like some planning and strategy, go for this game. This game was very cool, very enjoyable in those regards. But stay away from this game if you want like a hardcore strategic game. This is not like a hardcore strategic game, because if I'm planning for something and the player on my left blooms and he just happened to be able to place his stuff first, it could suck, it could feel bad. I was prepared for that, so it was actually a little bit more push your luck. So I'm like, I can place my bud next to that color and eat that color, possibly like overtake that color, or maybe if it blooms specifically on their turn, it's going to hurt me more than help me. But it's one of those like I want to risk it situations. It could be completely like a not isometric but completely solitaire like game if no one just touches each other's colors. It's more like I went there first, worker placement vibes. But this really was more area control than you think. And the placements really do mess you up, and you're thinking more than you think you are. So I would say if you want like a super hardcore strategic game where like I don't want anyone else to mess me up, stay away from this game, because technically there is a little bit of luck and that could mess you up. But treat it like more like push your luck and like information piecemealing, and you'll appreciate this game a lot more. But yeah, overall this was a very enjoyable game. Like look how pretty this is. Look how pretty. Thank you, Chris and Creative, for teaching me, by the way. Had a great time. I learned about it from them, I think, twice before I actually ended up playing it. Very simple teach. Just listen and do whatever the people tell you to do, and you'll have a great time. I don't know anything about the rulebook or anything like that, but thank you for creating this game. If you played the game, let me know what you think in the comments below, because I enjoyed it. I don't know anyone that had negative experience, and people were eyeballing this game all night when we were playing it. Just because, like, look how pretty this is. Look how beautiful this game is. And the box is thicker than you expect. But overall, I'd say it's worth it. So let me know in the comments what you think about this game. Would you try it? Is this up your alley? I'll just switch cameras. But that's everything. Thanks for watching. Let me know how you like this new format of like online content rather than having it in front of me. If it's unbearable, we'll stop doing it. But that's just a new thing to try out. But that's everything. Please have a great day. God bless, and I hope to see you at a table soon.